It's going to be a cocktail drink. For those of you who are temperance people, you can make it non-alcoholic. We're going to use white wine and sherry. You can also use apple juice instead, or a sparkling cider or sparkling grape juice if you don't want it to be alcoholic. Today we're going to use some Carriage House white wine that we have here at Belle Meade. And we're going to use a sherry that we found at a local grocery store as well. The first thing you want to do is you're going to take your white wine or your other ingredients. You're going to pour it into the cup. And we have here some very fancy Syllabub cups, but you can also find stuff like this at Goodwill. It's very cheap, very easy. You want to fill the cup up about halfway, generally. Now there are many different types of recipes for Syllabub. The one I kind of base off of is a little bit more of a 19th century one, but I did kind of incorporate some 18th century aspects of it by putting in a teaspoon of sugar into the white wine. Depending on what type of ingredient you're using, if you're using a sweeter wine or an apple juice or something like that, you probably won't need to add the sugar. So you add about a teaspoon of sugar, stir it around, make sure it dissolves. Alright, now that you have your sugar dissolved in your white wine or your other mixture, it's time to start making essentially the froth, or the alcoholic whipped cream. So you want to take 15 ounces of double thick cream or whipping cream. You get that in your local grocery store or cow, and you will pour it into a bowl. You're also going to want to mix your alcohol. So again, you're going to take the 4 ounces of white wine, and then you're going to take 2 ounces of sherry. It does say to use lemon juice. It doesn't say exactly how much. So I do about an ounce and a half. It's also going to ask for about a half a cup of powdered sugar. You're going to want to mix that into the cream first and whisk it at the same time. Very slowly. You don't want to do it too fast because you don't want the powdered sugar to clump up. You can hand whisk it. It'll take about 10-15 minutes, or you can use a mixer at home. It'd be a lot faster. Just kind of shake it in, whisk at the same time. Make sure you're not doing it too fast because you could collapse the cream and it'll just be flat. You want to make sure, do it for a while so it gets nice and thick, good, decent medium peaks on it. You also want to start adding the alcohol. I really suggest doing this very slow while you're adding it in because it does have lemon juice in here. If you do it too fast, it could curdle the cream. Alright, and you'll just continue to whisk until you get a nice, pretty thick whipped cream. And then you'll be able to place it into your Syllabub glasses. Alright, so we've got the mixture, the cream whipped up pretty good. There's pretty good peaks on it. It's holding pretty well. You want it, a pretty good whipped cream. And that's when you know it's good. It can take a while if you're hand mixing it. It can be sometimes closer to 20 minutes if you're hand mixing it. But if you have a mixture at home, you can knock it down to about 10-15 minutes. That shouldn't be a problem. Now that you have it mixed, you want to place it onto the drink. So you get a spoon, basically dollop it out. You just want to set it on top. It is going to dissolve somewhat into the drink. So this is the finished product. This is Syllabub. You can also do garnishes on it. You can kind of be creative with that. Some people use orange rinds, lemon rinds. I'm just going to do a very classic and a little bit of nutmeg. Sprinkle it on top. Kind of makes it very nice, very aromatic. You take small spoons, place it in there, and you're ready to serve to your guests. We're going to give this a try. Let's see how it tastes here. Hopefully I won't get it on my beard. Wow, that's really good. So I can taste the lemon, which is pretty good. And depending on how you like that flavor, you can add a little bit more or take a little bit less. The alcohol is not really strong coming through. It's really good. It's very refreshing. As far as the white wine in the bottom, it really adds to it. I think adding the sugar makes it really good. And they're just kind of fun to eat, really. You can mix it up or just eat the froth first and then drink the rest of it later. We do have accounts from, as far as Syllabub here at Belle Meade. David Crocket does visit here and he does try it. He is quoted as saying, "I took a snap at it, but I couldn't quite catch it." So apparently he was not a big fan. I don't know why, because this is really good. So this is a great video. We show people how to make Syllabub. It's a pretty fun cocktail dessert. It's good for the holidays. And if you want to make it non-alcoholic, this is a really fun drink I think kids will enjoy as well.